You skip to the 5th round and Jaydon Blue, and he's really starting to emerge as the potential RB1 for this squad.
This is Nick Harris with the Fort Worth Star-Telegram. He took Clarence Hill's job. That's what he did. And I wanted to get your thoughts also on a couple of weeks in, your impression of everything that you have seen from the rookie class for the Cowboys.
Man, it's certainly been a welcoming sight if you factor in the last 2 rookie classes and how they have fared in their rookie years. I mean, from top to bottom, there's a lot of things to like. You can start with Tyler Booker. He's starting to really stack days now, and he's continuously getting better each day. The 2nd-round pick, Donovan Ezaraku, talk about a darling of training camp. If I had to pick a top 3 performer so far here in Oxnard, Donovan Ezaraku would be in that top 3. 3rd-round pick, Revel, obviously have not been able to see him on the field just yet. You skip to the 5th round and Jaydon Blue, and he's really starting to emerge as the potential RB1 for this squad. Jay Toya has already earned some praise from the coaching staff about being at the very least a rotational one tech that'll factor in as soon as week 1. And then a couple of these undrafted guys have really started to catch my eye lately. I mentioned Zion Childress. Mike Smith has also started to get some good reps. And then Elijah Clark had an interception a couple of days ago. So, man, this rookie class, there's not much more you could ask from them as of right now. It's been pretty solid here early on.
I want to jump to the running back position. With Miles Sanders been out last couple of days, Deuce Vaughn has been battling a hamstring injury. As we get into these padded practices, and Shotty has been screaming this from the mountaintop that this team is going to be a physical, run-first football team. When you look at the backfield, Javonte Williams, Jaydon Blue, Hunter Lipke, Phil Maffa, who we haven't kind of heard a lot about, some here and there. You know, what do you think this backfield will look like as we start rounding about into these training camp games?
Yeah, it's going to be fascinating to see how that competition plays out. I think we're going to see a lot of these preseason games determine what exactly that rotation looks like. And I wouldn't put it past this offense to potentially have 3 running backs in a rotation, 2 at the very least. I mean, Shotty has mentioned it multiple times that, he's going to run a dual back system. I think Jaydon Blue has pretty much cemented one of those spots as of right now. I mean, unless something drastic happens between now and week 1, I think he has one of those spots. I would have to imagine Javonte Williams has another one of those spots just because of his veteran savvy on 3rd down, whether it be in pass protection or in the receiving game. He really provides a lot of value there, even if his legs are not as fresh, maybe as a Miles Sanders or a Jaydon Blue. But then you also, again, you mentioned it, Phil Maffa, Hunter Lipke, these guys are physical, and Shotty wants to have a physical run game. And if he wants to be able to power that thing downhill and provide some physicality in between the tackles, those are your 2 guys. Now, for a guy like Deuce Vaughn, I mean, he's kind of on life support right now as far as finding a roster spot, especially now that he's missed a few practices with that hamstring. It's the 3rd training camp in a row he's had a hamstring injury. He really needs to start stacking just some availability days so that he can be ready for when the preseason comes around.